Hello, my name is Jacob Ariza, and there's no exciting or specific story about my name. I believe it's just one that my parents found to be nice sounding and one that they could actually both agree upon. Being a strongly Christian background family, Jacob is obviously the biblical name. In Hebrew and from the biblical interpretation, it means the grabber or the trickster, because when the biblical Jacob, was born, he was literally grabbing on to the heel of his older brother Esau because they were twins. And then the trickster also comes from the fact that Jacob usurped his older brother's birthright and inheritance from their father by tricking him. And in a long story, that's all fun and games. I also want to point out the interestingness and the significance of a name according to the guys at Freakonomics, which is a very popular podcast on iTunes. Stephen Dubner and Steve Levitt. Stephen Dubner is a very well published journalist, and the both of them wrote Freakonomics, Super Freakonomics, and Think Like a Freak. And then Steve Levitt is a economist at the University of Chicago. Uh, they did an interesting study determining how, or they presented studies done by other people determining how names are often just signifiers of the parents' beliefs, or uh, a name of children often it signals more about the parents than about the child, obviously, because there's nothing to go on from the child. Even if they were named after they were born, there's really not that much to work with. But their findings were that, as a whole, the nation, there's a strong difference between Republican names and liberal names, Republican, conservative, and then the the liberal, more left wing, generally have different sounding names. With the liberal names being softer, almost more feminine, and they give the example of Obama's daughters' names being Sasha and Malia. They end in A's. There are very few hard consonants, with the more conservative families choosing more masculine, more hard consonant names. Kurt, Darla is my mother's name, and all sorts of harder names, with Jacob being not extremely pronounced, but it is a more uh, hard, strong Jake. It does signify a more conservative background, which does happen to be my parents. So I found that interesting, and there you go. That is the significance of my name in a nutshell. You all have a lovely evening.